Hi guys, bit of a random video this.
Hey, this is episode 99 of Woodland podcast. This week I'll be mixing some good chop, and after that we've got a guest mix from Raziel. Hope you enjoy this week's show.
Right. What I'm building is, you all remember the Bloodhound? Which I sold, first one. Well, because it had the thigh rig and it had quite a large, like with the drop leg, it had quite a large plate or a bit of spare space, and it was low enough profile that I thought, what if I was to add a pouch to the outside of the sheath which would fit something along the lines like that. That was the closest thing size-wise that I could find. It was ever so slightly too big, but better than too small. So while building myself one, I thought it would make sense to build more than one, i.e. 3, maybe 4. So I'm going to go through a little bit what's in them, what's going to be in them, and some of the ideas behind it. First of all, I'm going to build fishing kits for them all, and I got given this off D. Johnson Bear, and never actually got round to reviewing it because I suck. Never mind. Sorry, dude. But that fantastic thing, there's Dell Dirty Room, Gavco. They've gone through the contents of it, so I'm not going to go into it again. But yeah. Should have really reviewed that, but just forgot. But yeah, based on this, I'm going to be building my own version of it. I just need to work out what I'm going to do for line. The line is likely going to be 25-pound braid, because it comes on a spool about this sort of size with a 25-metre length. It's ultra flexible, ultra thin, and I can think of lots of other uses for it over fishing line. As well as fishing. So that is what I'm going to go for, but it's expensive. I can't justify buying it just yet. The funds are depleted at the minute. But yeah, so it's going to have assortments of shot in, large hooks for saltwater, smaller hooks for freshwater, a few bits of this. Mine's going to have a small plummet let in because I've fished for years, I know how I like to fish. Some rubber grubs, some swivels with the interlocks on, and some diamond eye swivels, a loaded float, and a spinner. But I need to make it compact, and I'm already starting to get close to filling the rest of the pack, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. If anything, mine's going to be well stocked. Now, like I say, the idea is, got Bloodhound, I'm hoping you can see, got Bloodhound, one of Duncan's FGYT1's drop leg systems, which is going to be mounted probably somewhere along the lines of this. Depends on the balance. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to fit it yet. And then this will then go over the top like so. I'm going to design the sheath so it breaks out from the front. So even with this on there, you can still get to the tool quickly. With this being a very urban-based tool, and with after beating the crap out of it, I'm more than confident enough that it could be used as a smaller breaching tool, which would ideally drop it into an urban scenario. These two are going to have them made out of 01 tool steel, 6mm thick. Well, it's actually 6.5mm thick. Reason being is because I want to heat treat it from there back, and I want to heat treat it from there and soften the spine, so it can be used as the original one with a hammer or the back of an axe as a chisel. Again, serves well in an urban environment. as well as a woodland environment. I'm going to call the system the U.W.C.S, or the Urban Woodland Combat Survival. When I say urban woodland, I mean as in an urban woodland, where I think this would be more suited, and where the kit's going to be more suited, as in rural area, within buildings, woodland around, that kind of setting, rather than being specifically urban or specifically woodland. It's kind of the crossover. Now, kit-wise, there's various things that my own's got. This, which is the best saw you'll ever come across. I bought one of the original ones when they first came out, and it's still going strong. I gave it to a friend of mine. Bought this one to replace it, and the straps failed instantly. Just goes to show how things change. So I'm going to make paracord handles for that, or may well just leave it without, because I'm going to have paracord anyway. Haven't decided yet. But didn't want these to not have anything, so these are going to have one of the commando style wire saws. This is actually one of the better ones that I've found, that's crimped with a loop running around it, so I will put my trust into that and fill in this. If this did break, there's paracord anyway. I may well actually cut this off with the pretense of using the paracord, just to save some space. I haven't decided yet. Depends how I get to cram it all in. The other thing that they're going to have, I'll get into the first aid stuff. They're going to have waterproof, windproof matches, one of these small survival tins, which I've got one that I'm going to open in a minute. Paracord, about 5 meters ish. Torch. This is a Cree torch. Yeah, it's a Chinese clone, but the only problems that I've had with testing these is the ones that have the well, basically where you press it and you've got your different mode settings. I find that they don't last very long. This is just on off zoom, so I have absolutely 100% faith in this, that this is going to last. Another thing that I noticed as well is it has an insanely high power magnification on the lens, which can double as a secondary fire starter. So I put a lot of thought into this inside. We don't have 99p packs of 12. We actually have the best batteries that you can buy. And it will come with a spare battery in the kit. I just haven't figured out how to do it all yet. The other thing it will have is a big piece of Kendall mint cake. This one is actually the aniseed one, and it's really nice. It's going to have, these aren't banded up yet, nice and simple, plywood slingshot. The actual design's my Lilith design, which is based on one of Day Hiker's, called the Chalice. It's a nice ergonomic design, and it's ambidextrous, which is the main thing. I didn't want to put one of mine in, one of the Salios in. In fact, it's not ambidextrous and requires a little bit more thought when shooting. Anybody can pick up this, it doesn't matter how you hold it. It's also nice and thin profile, so that'll be banded up with some straight taper bands, and there'll be a spare set of bands in there as well. Large field dressing, which will compress down a little bit. Hacksaw blade, but not a cheap shitty one, actually a bimetal hacksaw blade. If you know your stuff, you'll know what the difference is. And one thing I wanted to have a look at before I get into the first aid kit side is this tin, and I've not actually opened one up yet, so here I have one. So we'll open this up and have a look inside it, which is only right really, considering it's going to be in the kit. So I'll use that as a guide. Where's my camera? Let's have a look. And the reason why I like this is the thought that it's waterproof, sits there, you never need to open it, and then one day, if you do, you've got it. I'm actually going to start carrying one day to day. The only difference is I've actually squashed the side so it doesn't rattle. It weighs nothing. Alright, so what do we have in here? Some of the stuff's not going to be too clever, I would imagine, but one way to find out. First of all, basic first aid, water purification. With a blank space on there for writing notes. A little piece of duct tape, which I've been in a situation where this stuff saved my ass at 3,500 metres above sea level in the middle of nowhere. Antibiotic ointment. That is very similar to Savlon. It's actually slightly better. What have we got? Alcohol prep wipes. Non-allergic, non-aspirin, analgesic. Obviously, these are all at your own risk. Salt, interesting. Book of matches. Tea bag. Morale boosting. Right, what else have we got? Tidy this up as we go. And what I'll actually do with this kit is just put it into another tin, I think. Whistle. That works. Piece of chewing gum. Wrigley's. A bit of thought gone into that. Sugar. Good source of energy. Button compass. Give me a second, I will check the accuracy of that. Close enough. The plaster, about the most useless thing that you could ever carry. This, I believe, is a very sharp blade. Yeah. Which has various applications. A touchy roll. No idea what a touchy roll is. Interesting. Sugar, corn syrup, soybean oil, condensed skim milk, cocoa whey, natural energy. Not quite sure what that is. Looks like a shock cube. Ah, fire starter cube. Small spool of what looks like quite good cotton, actually, braided cotton. So there you go. And a safety pin. Oh, I'll tell you what. Right. Not too bad, the old touchy roll. that, which I think not bad really for a live in the pocket sort of job. Now, this is my idea of what I would need, or what I think I would need. So this is how it will come in, and you can obviously modify that your own way. I will definitely get the fishing kit in there somehow. What I want to cover now is what first aid items it will come with. I've modified my own. This is about the size that I want to get it compressed to. So some things will come out, but this is as it comes. A good whistle, and I know this is a good whistle because I've tried mine. And that is actually a proper survival whistle. These people that sell you the aluminium ones as a survival whistle have no idea what they're talking about. It's 3 or 4 below zero and you go to blow an aluminium whistle, you're going to regret it. Selection of plasters in a plastic case. Undecided on that. Fabric plaster strip, that will come out, but I'll show you what I'm going to replace it with. I'll put that to one side. That will definitely stay in. Burn gel. It's not very often I've actually come across first aid kits with that in, so that will stay in. Cleaning towel, that'll stay in. Finger bandage, that'll stay in. Eye bandage, that'll stay in. Scissors, stay in. Safety clips, they'll stay in. Now, something I'm trying to source as an addition is in my own kit. This is what I used to have in all my old kits that disappeared. I'm undecided as to whether actually to put a couple of hypodermics and a syringe in with this kit, for the simple fact that I don't really want to be responsible for any idiot that decides to fill himself full of air just for the crack. As much as I feel that it should be in there, I'm not 100% sure I should put one in because of the society that we live in today. I don't know. I'll discuss that on an individual basis with anybody that buys the kit, I think. And also, if I can find it, this is something else that... where's it gone? There's something I'm actually trying to source to put in the kit, but I'm actually struggling to find them without spending a fortune. And this is what I think every first aid kit should have in, without fail. This is a suture kit. As you can see there, already ready to rock. And look at that. It's no bigger than a plaster, and a plaster's useless. Why would you need a suture kit? Well, I've had a few people when trying to find these has asked me, why would I need a suture kit? Imagine you're 4.5 miles away from anywhere and you're on foot, you're tired and you cut the back of your hand open with an axe. What are you going to do? Stick a plaster on it? Yeah, I'm trying to find these. This one's out of my own. I'm struggling to find these, really am. That's not part of a really big kit. Anyway, what will come, and this is what I've built up myself. So I've got to get the content, or the bulk of the contents of this, into here. Water carriers. Vanadin. And I bought all this separate and built this kit. Ibuprofen, 200mg anti-inflammatories. Diarrhea relief capsules. Notice, take one after shits. 6 maximum per day. Indigestion tablets, 1 per day. In case you need to go for a shit. Got laxatives. Got 1 or 2 a night. Antihistamines. It's 1 a day. And I've put a day on there. So even if you're tired, you've got a fair idea of what you're doing. Water purification tablets. Wrote on there as well, 1 tablet, 1 litre, leave for 30 minutes. So again, if you're tired, not so much of a flid. A Compeed, I'd love to put a full pack of these in, but yeah, they're not cheap, and the cheap ones are rubbish. Proper plasters, or at least what I would class as proper plasters. These are waterproof plasters, but they're the fabric ones. These actually are useful. Natural insect repellent. You may wonder, well, why am I putting that in a kit? Well, I'd say it's only another couple of years before we start seeing sandflies in this country. The mosquitoes are bad enough. We really shouldn't have native insects that bite during the day, yet we do, and I believe they're a Indian tiger mosquito. And I suffer really bad from the bites, so I pretty much always carry natural insect repellent. I would have put a small bottle of 100% DEET in, but I don't want to be responsible if someone sprays it in their eyes. Iodine. This has got a multitude of uses. Doubles as, I'll tell you what, let's just see, where's the music gone? Oh, it looks like good old Norton is stealing my computer. Okay, so we'll try something different. Damn, I hate Norton so much.
Cook down the cans and they ran them up. This time.
Well, that's interesting. High disk usage by Google Chrome. No, something else is using my high disk. Interesting. Yeah, so iodine.
This is episode 100 of the Going Quantum podcast.
Lots of things.
The show is an hour long, featuring a 30-minute big room and a
Works really well as a water purification system. Works really well for cleaning wounds, and is also flammable. When you're talking about multi-use, you've got 3 uses in one there. Instant hand sanitizer. It's in a gel form rather than a liquid. Gives you a bit more control. This is just basic stuff from Wilkinson's. I don't see how it needs to be any different. This is ideal if you're skinning game, anything like that. Screw gate carabiner of not bad quality actually, it's a Highlander one. Obviously not a climbing one, but multitude of uses, coupled with a paracord. If you need to lower something down, not someone, something, then that would work. I would love to put climbing carabiners in there, but again it's just going to bump the cost up more and more and more. These are my personal favourites. If you've never tried to light a fire with a lady's sanitary tampon thing, girly bullet, then yeah, you're missing out. It's already waterproof, compact, with a ferro rod or a lighter or a spark, any sort of spark you've got, big fire, quick. So there you go. So I've got to somehow compress all of this, with the exception of these obviously, into this first aid kit. As far as price goes on the full system, which is going to be the drop leg, obviously the knife, everything that you see obviously that I've shown you, with the exception of the bits that are in my own kit. I don't know, it's not going to be cheap because I've spent a lot of time and a lot of money building these up. I'm not doing it for free, and it's certainly a damn good basis for anything else, if you want to add to it or modify it in any way. Sort all that out later. I'm also contemplating making a small skinning knife, or a small, like a dagger style knife that could sit there, be a bit smaller than this, with the idea being that if you just needed to get something out quick, then it's there. But I haven't decided on that yet. Again, you're adding the cost of another knife onto it all, as well as the sheath. But yeah, all of that is going to go. I hope you caught most of that. But yeah, all that's got to go into there. So the gloves are mine. Plus the fishing kit. But there you go. If anyone's interested, there's going to be 2 to start with. I don't know whether I will make any more after this because it's just been a headache. I might do, I don't know, it depends. It's not going to be cheap. If you want it before it's made, then give me a shout, and we'll discuss prices and various options. I don't mind modifying any of this for anybody, as long as they talk to me about it first and they're not 12, and we'll go from there. But there you go, that is what I'm going to be classing as my Urban Woodland Combat Survival kit as such. Obviously the knife and the sheath system. Mine is going to comprise of a toothpick. But yeah, there you go. If you're still watching, you're not bored, congratulations. Give yourself a pat on the back. Oh, my own kit will also have, and this is going to be all pretty much go into my little Maxpedition day bag. My own kit, just so you know, will also have that water purification tablet in. Not water purification tablet, water filter, a small gas canister. I have this handline kit, NATO handline kit, which I've tried to find but can't find them. I got given that to somebody that was well into the military. And this, I wanted to go titanium, but I haven't used titanium for years. It's a pain in the ass to clean. So I've got plenty of space to fit other stuff in there, look. And this is what I want to be carrying as a grab bag pretty much on a day-to-day basis from now on, I think. Because I think shit hit the fan when it comes. It's gonna not be much warning. But yeah, that's my own personal kit. And there's a towel in there. Awesome bit of kit. Oh, and a titanium spork. I was going to put these into the other kits as well, but again, it's going to bump the price up more. I might still do it yet, haven't decided. But yeah, I'm open to suggestions, guys. I have used first aid kits, needed to use first aid kits, and carried first aid kits for a long time, lots of different applications. This is kind of what I would class as an expansion on that. But yeah, let me know what you think.